Eryka, we had a question from a new reader who is struggling with moving Bitcoin into non-crypto investments as part of an international strategy. Would you have some suggestions for this reader?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say good job in owning some Bitcoin and being at the point where you're now diversifying out of it a little bit. It is a good idea to set up an international strategy. And if you have Bitcoin that's allowing you to do that, I mean, it's great that you're in that position. There's two really big options, easy options that I say come to mind. The first option is to take a loan out against your Bitcoin. This is something that you really have to be careful on who you work with for that. If you do have more questions about maybe some different options, you can please contact me. Charlotte will put my information in there. But taking a loan out against your Bitcoin means you use your Bitcoin as collateral. You get some of that dollar value out, and you're able to purchase things with dollars in the real world using your Bitcoin as collateral. You know, the long-term reason why people use that is because they have a long view on Bitcoin. And so to them, they see, okay, great, I don't have to sell my Bitcoin, I can buy stuff in the real world. Now, be very, very careful. The problem with that is recently there are a bunch of lenders who actually have gone under. Also, there are, for many lenders, these things called liquidation levels and margin call levels. So let's say you put up your Bitcoin at a 65% LTV, meaning you give this lender $100 worth of Bitcoin. They give you $65 so you can spend in the real world back. If Bitcoin drops, which we know Bitcoin does drop in price pretty often, they have the right to take that Bitcoin. You get to keep the dollars, but they will take your Bitcoin from you because your collateral has dropped in value. I really recommend that people be very careful when they do use Bitcoin as collateral for a loan. But if you do want to buy real estate in the real world, it's a good option to do that, especially if you have a long-term view of Bitcoin.
Now, you have worked with ECI in people purchasing properties with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies before. Did you want to speak a little bit to that?
Yeah, that's the second way that I think is really easy for people to diversify into international strategies using Bitcoin. So ECI Development, who is a continual contributor to the Escape Artist Insiders magazine, they offer Bitcoin as payments. And I would say they're probably one of the first real estate development companies to accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies for payment for their properties. I mean, they offer properties in Costa Rica, Belize, Panama, Nicaragua, and of course, El Salvador, right? The Bitcoin nation that we have right now. And this is a pretty seamless process that they work with to be able to accept Bitcoin for payment. And it's just great because, you know, there's not a lot of real estate developers that are enough forward thinking to do that. And there's also not a lot of real estate developers that give you options when it comes to diversifying, you know, your portfolio and really where you live. I know that ECI also has programs that if you qualify for them, if the property that you buy is in a certain range, they will support you in terms of getting your second citizenship, you know, citizenship by investment program, if that's something that you do qualify for. So it really is something that's full service, I feel like, that they provide, and they accept Bitcoin. So it's really nice, seamless to be able to send. You don't have to worry about putting it into dollars before buying it. And yeah, I would definitely look into that as well. The countries that they work with in Latin America are some really good places to stay.
Yes, the ECI is a great place to look if you're wanting to get your plan B started, like you'd said, a full service development company, if you will. So if you are looking at going that way with possibly investing your crypto into real estate, get a hold of your ECI development consultant and they can help you. If you do not have an ECI development consultant, reach out to us at Escape Artist and we will certainly help direct you and connect you with the right people to help you along the way. And if you're looking to get in contact with Eryka, so we'll have her contact information as well. So thank you, Eryka. I think those are two great suggestions and hopefully they help our reader out in them putting their international strategy together.